thought I didn't pay attention.
He gave Poseidon the benefit of the doubt, which should never do.
When you noticed the dog, you immediately tensed up. Is that what happened?
No, I didn't tense up. I just said, because I recognized that. At first, I saw a dog. I'm like, "Oh, doggy!" And I was gonna go towards it. That was my initial instinct.
When was this? The first time you saw the dog?
No. Just now in the elevator, I saw. Are you recording? I saw the dog, and I saw.
Are we on?
I saw his little face. Yeah, we're on air, like Adam says. I saw the dog's face. I'm like, "Oh, doggy!" I'm gonna go pet it. Then I realized what dog it is. I'm like, "Nope."
It's a German, yeah.
Because you had history with this one.
I have history with this dog. Ever since we moved into the studio, it saw me from afar. And we made eye contact, and I was like, "Oh, I was trying to be nice," and the dog hated me.
But because it used to be a police dog that was rescued, and it used to hunt down sexual predators.
Yeah, or tax evaders.
Let's not draw any conclusions from that.
Jewel thieves,
Of
maybe.
course, this guy has to say something about it.
Okay,
But what was I gonna say? And then as soon as I saw what dog it was, I was like, no, I'm not dealing with this right now. So I pushed the black man into the German Shepherd.
Interesting.
Because you had history with the dog.
Because that dog does not like me.
I think it initially decided it didn't like your face, I guess, but then you didn't really make things better.
I've tried to approach it on numerous
just
times.
calm down. You just need yoga. Just calm down.
I just need yoga.
You just need yoga.
What are you doing to Adam, man? What are you doing to Adam? Adam doesn't
focus on yoga.
Adam or to you, you've done 18 double takes.
Adam doesn't.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah, but I can multitask. Adam doesn't like being aroused in public. Look at Adam. He's steadfast. Adam is looking straight forward, blinders on.
That's actually a word I forgot the meaning of. What does steadfast mean?
Talking to the microphone, Adam.
What does the word steadfast mean?
Just set in your way. Not set in your ways. Stable.
You're focused.
Yeah.
Sturdy. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right,
Like you're steady and you're fast.
Well, I mean, that's not
Yeah.
all the way wrong.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, sturdy.
Kind of like when you
Sturdy,
move.
stable.
Yeah.
You
Steady but fast. Bro, I ran
Like a
bro.
rhinestone cowboy.
Because actually I got some good sleep in tonight. I feel like I was very majestic in my run.
I gotta tell you something.
Run like Adam.
Because I didn't get good sleep. You cannot get good sleep when I wake up at 5 and then tell me, bro, I thought I was gonna take the night off and rest. Now you're fucked. You lazy piglet.
Wait. I went to bed at 2.
Stop it!
And I woke up at 9. So that's 7 hours.
Yeah, that's amazing. Don't make me jealous.
You don't sleep much.
Nah, bro.
You just not go to bed. You just not go to bed, or you just
No, it's the
There's too much
voices.
to do, and I never have enough time to do everything.
It's the voices.
consider drugs.
Yeah, I have, but I don't want to get into that because that's the thing. Once that happens, what if I grow dependent on it?
Oh, I meant drugs to stay awake.
Yeah, he's taking all kinds of melanin.
No, I meant Vyvanse. Like, go the opposite way. If you're not going to sleep
Melanin, huh?
anyway.
Yeah.
No,
There's
What's
a
it
pill
called?
actually my mother takes
Melatonin.
to help you fall asleep.
Melanin is,
yeah,
you
sure.
tell me I take a lot of black guys. So
I heard it could help too. Put you right to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Or they'll just kill you.
Or that, yeah.
You're going to sleep for a long time.
Either way, you're sleeping.
You just get
I use
murdered.
coffee. My drug is coffee. That's why you always see me with a coffee. It's because I'm just highly caffeinated, so I don't die.
Isn't it interesting we never went through any kind of introduction? Hello, everyone. My name is so-and-so. Here's so-and-so. Fans are going to be disappointed.
That's not really the way we do things here, I don't think, man.
Well, everybody, we've got Adam on the green mic wearing the green shirt, accompanied by San Madamo on the blue, Azzurri, the Italian boy, and least, that's it, just last and least, Poseidon, sexual predator, enemy of the German shepherds, friend of the Germans.
Wait, what?
Just missing the Jamaican air horn.
Yeah, it's true. Or the gunshot. The gunshot sound effect.
Adam, is that what you would prefer? Would you prefer to...
By the way, speaking of Adam, we have to mention
Every time Adam says anything, I want just total dance hall energy going forward. just for the absurdity of it.
we have to mention
Sorry.
something. Since yesterday, he is a free man. He no longer has a curfew.
Let's do it. Explain.
He no longer has a bedtime. He's no longer gonna get molested.
What does that have to? What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. I just wanted to throw that in there.
What are you talking about?
So,
It's
guys,
so random. It's
let
just a
me-
non
That was
sequitur.
random. That was a non sequitur.
Imagine if someone was tuning into this pod for the first time and like 3 minutes in, they just hear you throw a buzzword
I've tried to explain this to him, but he doesn't get it. He's just-
Wait. What do you mean? The molested part?
how's it? What are you going for there?
Shock value.
I don't know, but who would think Adam's getting molested?
You're not understanding what the problem is. You're not understanding what the problem is.
No, but you can only molest people.
What's the relevance of the fact that he's on that he's no longer on house arrest?
That's what he's saying.
It's like the fucking. It's like a joke that a second grader will make. You know?
I feel you need Sam Adamo for clarity.
No, there was hold on. There was no joke. I'm just mentioning that he's because he wanted to talk about it.
No.
The fact that he doesn't get molested anymore.
Not a joke.
What are you going for there? What's the joke?
I don't fucking know, bro. I was just saying random shit.
That's the
I'm
point.
an asshole. I just say
You're
dumb
helping
shit.
I have to give credit to Sam. I remember coming up with some jokes, and his very words, Adam, your jokes are infantile. So I'll be honest, this gentleman's going to help me evolve in my jokes.
But nobody would.
But he wasn't criticizing your joke. He was criticizing his joke.
But you can only molest underage people.
That's not true.
You
That's
cannot
what
molest
molested
adults.
means. Yes, you can.
If I held you
That's
down,
rape.
dude.
No, you could molest. Rape and molest are two different
No,
things.
wait. I think you might be right.
No,
molestation.
Because you could rape a kid too.
No, but that's molestation.
I think molesting is more just like it's more just like a
molesting
tickle.
is like
No.
touching and stuff. Yeah,
Molesting
You
is-
molest, you manipulate, you molest.
I think molestation's more like
I don't
just
know,
an
is this a
invasion of
legal
privacy.
debate or a comedy show, guys? Let's.
Like you ever heard like unmolested breath? Yeah, to touch someone in a sexual improper way. That's
I was
molesting.
right. Sexual assault or abuse of a person, especially a child.
Yeah, but you're not right. Especially a child, it says,
That
because
doesn't
that's where it
mean
normally
only.
happens. Because a child's not gonna start from touching, but this is touching. Rape is rape. Molesting
Okay,
is-
but look, to my credit, it's been classically used for children that have been molested, not adults.
because an adult no one's gonna stop you from touching them, but you could molest him. Of course, you could molest him.
Why don't we turn to the expert,
Molesting.
Adam? What's the definition of molestation?
As I said a moment ago, are we, is this some kind of a legal debate
Hey,
show or a
Poseidon,
comedy show?
literally the first meaning in the Merriam-Webster's dictionary is to make unwanted or improper sexual advances towards, and it has in big brackets, someone.
Okay.
Yeah, especially to force or usually sexual contact on someone.
I
I thought it was just a thing like you did.
If you're,
kids.
to be fair, if you're an adult and you're able to get tricked into being molested, I think it's harder to do. It's a little more
no, but if someone
demoralizing.
comes and grabs your cock, grabs it, didn't tell you?
Yeah.
that's
they
a
molested
molestation.
you. They molested you. Yo, get the
Really?
fuck off me, bro.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because they're molesting. It's a
I just thought for adults
that
it was like
I thought it was
rape or
sexual
sexual
assault.
assault.
Okay,
yeah.
I'll tell you what
they're
I
both,
think.
but I think sexual assault has to be like. It's more grave. Like molest
It
could
has to be
literally
assaulting.
Molest could literally be like doing this to your nipple or whatever. Yo, don't molest me, bro. Get the fuck off me. You know, but that's not a sexual assault. Whereas that's a sexual
So
assault.
it's a smaller, it's a lower level.
Well, that's what it says here. We have three different. Well, rape is not that. Rape is something different. But we have two different words that touch on the same thing. Sexual.
Yeah, I always thought molestation can only be done to a child.
Okay, well, the fact that you.
Then why would you say that
Yeah.
Adam is no longer getting molested
Because
on
I
the
thought
basis of the fact that he's
because
not
he's
on
not a
house arrest?
child. Because he's not a child, and I thought it would be obvious to people. That's the link I did in my head.
Yeah, it was
Because I thought
abs-
molestation
it
was just for
absurd to me.
children.
It was absurd to me. I'm just keeping you
Adam.
on. I'm keeping you honest. I'm keeping you on the ball.
What
That's
you're
fine,
doing,
that's fine.
I'll tell you
You
why
see-
what you're doing is great, Sam Adamo. I'll tell you why. Because me and Poseidon, our relationship, if I do it, he's just going to get mad and tell me to go fuck myself because he think I'm fucking with him. So it's good that sometimes you pop in, but however, address this guy. Because he looks like a molester. And I feel like that's a bigger problem than his sense of humor.
Adam,
Are we going to figure out why I'm no longer on house arrest or not?
Yes, sorry. Let me go back to your lawyer. Poseidon, please explain.
Yeah, so basically he supposedly fellaced a woman, but he never fellaced her. It was two other guys fellacing.
They tried to say that he fellaced.
Yes, they tried to say that he
But
fellaced.
Adam on record said he never fellaced his woman. She was fellaced in front of him, but he had no part of it. Another guy fellaced her. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Two
and
other
for
men.
the millionth time. I'm not a lawyer, but I can pretty much actually. Let's see if we can get Sam's input. Okay,
A lawyer, yeah.
If somebody, in the eyes of the law, right? If you're planning to fillet someone, right, and the first person the cops catch in the
I
act
love the
is
fact that
me.
Stop. Let him continue. Don't ruin the joke.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Stop, Sam.
Okay. Go.
Okay, what I'm alluding to is that the two other people in this, what's his name? Poseidon and Pantelis have this fixation, or they are under such a strong belief that says that had things gone differently,
You would have fellaced.
I would have never been in trouble with the law. I am trying I'm trying all the might in myself. I'm trying to relay a message, and I believe Sam can concede that there's nothing wrong with me saying this. In the eyes of the law, I had evidence. I had text messages that says that there was something going on.
That
and
you fellaced.
I was an accessory to the act.
You
Even
were,
though I knew
so
nothing
you were an
about
accessory to fellacing.
it, in the eyes of the law.
Adam.
If you don't know what's going on and you've been set up, in the eyes of the law, sadly, you are guilty. You need a very high-priced lawyer to help you get out.
I'm gonna boop Adam. I'm gonna boop you anytime you go too off the deep end. Okay?
Fine. I'm only trying to explain that it's not so crazy.
It's very hard
my
to follow.
reasoning.
But I will say, if I were a child, if I were a kid,
Yes.
of maybe 7, 8, 9 years old,
Okay.
7, 8, 9 years of age, it's a more apt way of wording it.
Go ahead.
I think if I heard you speak, because when you're a kid, you think adults are smarter. Generally, as a rule of thumb.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
And you hear them speak and you think all adults know what's going on. They know how to get around places. They know north, south, east, west. They pay taxes. They fucking drive.
Killer attack.
So, right. But as a result, you kind of assume that every adult who speaks knows what they're talking about. If I was a kid and I heard you speaking, I will say, I would think to myself, okay, kind of like when I watch a TV show that deals with legality. As a kid, I remember that it would come on sometimes. I'm 10 years old, fucking CSI's on or whatever. They're like talking with attorneys, and I would get lost sometimes in the language because it was, a level of language that was above my level of comprehension. I will say, you sound like a person who's speaking legalese. Okay, but I realize that. But when you speak about your legal matters, okay, and the legal troubles you've had,
Yes.
I kind of get lost, as if I'm like a 7, 8, 9-year-old kid hearing you talk about your legal matters, where I feel like it's going over my head, but it should. Okay, because I don't know, they're talking about some complex issue that clearly they're well versed on, and I'm not. You kind of have that effect on me now as an adult. You go on these very long, convoluted sentences that are very hard to follow. Again, but you speak in a way where I kind of imagine. I almost imagine if you were a lawyer or a person who I think was speaking about, fucking something you just, suppose you were my cousin or my uncle and you're over at like Christmas dinner, okay?
Let's say, yeah.
And you're talking about an issue you had.
Right.
I would think you're raising some good points because all you do is you waffle.
You're a big waffler.
You go on and on and on and on and on. But you're saying stuff, but you're not really fucking
saying
you're not getting the crux of what the hell it is you're trying to convey.
So I'll tell you what. Let me get a chance to rephrase.
So like,
never
what the
mind
fuck are you talking about?
opinions.
Fellation, this, that. Like, I love
That was
the fact that
Pantelis' word.
I do like the fact that fellating. Sorry.
Can we just use the word extortion?
No, we're fellating.
I like no. I agree.
synonym. It's a synonym.
Now nobody knows it's a synonym, but I enjoy the fact that we're using the term fellation instead of extort.
Good.
Because
How convenient! It's not even in the dictionary. I tried to look it up so many times.
Wait, did you invent that word?
Fellate?
Yeah.
No, we didn't invent. That's what it means. It's what he did.
Yeah.
He fellaced a woman.
Yeah.
Is it in the dictionary?
I looked it
is.
up.
Yeah.
I don't know what dictionary he's looking up.
Spellings.
You can't trust him.
What is the verb?
Ask him.
What is
Whoever
the act?
word
What is the
is.
act? Like to fillet someone is the act of fellatio.
Yeah.
Now to fillet someone
He
is the act of what?
It's to perform, fellatio
Yeah.
on.
On an unsuspecting target.
Yeah.
Okay.
To force someone to do something
your
that they don't want to know. It doesn't have to be money. It could be anything. It could be I'm serious.
Yeah.
In my case, a certain
sexual.
woman was forced to hand over cash.
Yeah, so you fellation her.
Okay.
I didn't. There were
No, so
was
you
two
were
individuals
accused of
in the-
fellation.
Is
her.
fucking am I gonna have to look this up myself? Is fellation a real word or
it's
I
a real
looked it
word.
up. Last time I checked, if you go to Google and type it, it doesn't.
I am gonna go to Google
I
and type it.
fellate, you fellate, we all fellate.
I was fellaced.
And a normal person would say, "What's the spelling?"
He was fellation. FELASHED.
No, I think it's the C.
Fellation. Or a C, yeah. Sorry.
The
Fellation.
closest word I found was
An act
fillet.
of doing something sexual to someone, pronounced fellation.
Yes,
Sharon
he doesn't
fellaced
even know-
Johnny when she
he
gave
doesn't
him a
even
look.
know his word definition. That's why
That's
I
on
just
Urban-
say let's
Urban
use
Dictionary.
simple terms and say extorted. Okay.
If look, you fellaced a woman and you went to jail. That's what happened.
Sharon fellaced
man.
Johnny when she gave him a hand job. Nice.
Fine.
Adam.
Let's use layman's terms. Let's not use any complex words.
It's not complex to
In
fellate.
the eyes of the law,
Fellation.
police can't- How about this? I use very simple terms. Okay.
You do anything but.
Upon a
What do you-
police report that was made by a certain woman, I had someone, never mind the word I, someone had been accusing her of having to come up with money.
Okay, look, it doesn't matter. We've gone
Yeah,
over this a
yeah.
million times on this podcast. People are
pleaded
actually
To be
giving.
honest,
guilty.
we've gone
I
over it so
pleaded
many
guilty
times.
because in the eyes
No,
of
no,
the law,
no. We're gonna
it
stop.
caught
Look,
me.
enough.
Adam.
Enough
Well, I hope so.
I will say, we've gone over it many times.
Because
I still don't fully understand.
Fans
what
have
happened.
spoken to me, and they're actually tired of hearing the same story over and over.
Okay, so let's drop
like,
it.
Yeah. So like, we're not gonna keep rehashing.
No, that is fair. Although I'm still light on the details. I don't want.
tell
I
you
don't.
private.
No, I don't want or need them. No. It's fine.
Basically-
I got the gist, but like, I'm still very
Let
confused.
me give it to you really short. Basically, they
I
told
don't
them.
need it. I got the gist.
Okay.
He was duped
There
into
you go.
extorting someone, into filleting someone. He
Yeah,
filleted
for
someone.
And I knew
$40,
nothing
for
about
$40.
it. I knew nothing about it.
Adam, $40, buddy.
So let's talk about my personal legal conditions. Never mind what happened.
Well, let's talk about your
Yeah, you're just
conditions.
a free man now. It doesn't matter. You don't
okay.
gotta go into fucking 10 million fucking details.
Are
you allowed to
You're
go
on
to the-
house arrest. Then you had a curfew. Now you no longer have a curfew. But for a year, you have to be well behaved. Otherwise, if you do something stupid, they're gonna throw you in prison.
Exactly.
End of the fucking story. All right, moving on because I'm fucking getting tired of this shit.
We also talked about this yesterday as well. This is our second take doing this.
yeah, it's true.
We started talking about this fucking 24 hours ago,
Yeah.
and then someone started drilling above us, and we called it on the pod. So,
Yeah.
so we're light on the. The listeners might be light on the details, but
We know.
it's not
I
that
think you know
complicated.
enough to
You're
make
off
a
house
conclusion.
arrest.
Yeah.
We got it.
Yeah,
Adam,
yeah.
One sentence. I'm off house arrest. Ba, 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 ba. Like,
That's it.
all right,
That's literally
good.
it, yeah.
Opa, great. You know, bring out the spice rum. Bring out the party. Do it.
All right.
You know, play fucking what's his name? Christ.
Zorba.
No, I was gonna say WizKid. Who's that Jamaican guy that Drake had on a track a few years ago?
Yo, can we talk about
not
local
Sean
shit
Paul?
for a second?
Local shit?
Yeah. Like, what the fuck is happening with Montreal, bro?
What happened?
Bro, the flooding.
Oh.
The flooding, pipes burst downtown in front of the Molson building at Jacques Cartier, close to the Jacques Cartier Bridge. You didn't see that 20-foot geysers, bro.
I was out of town, but I saw videos on my Instagram.
Yeah, 20-foot geysers shooting up to the air, water, poop water.
The guy.
Was it poop water?
Yeah, I made a comment on TikTok. There was somebody like his basement got flooded, and then they drained the water, but then they had to shovel the shit from the sewers, you know, from out of their house. And I commented, "In winter it's snow, in the summer it's shit. Welcome to Montreal." And I'm really proud of my comment.
I don't even know what he said or what it means, but I'm giving him the air horn.
Look, people liked it, so they understood.
Repeat what you said.
I don't get it.
In the winter it's snow, and in the summer it's shit.
So if in the winter his pipes burst, it would have been snow?
No, in the winter you're shoveling snow. In the summer you're shoveling shit.
Ba, 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 ba.
It sounded. I commented in French. It was funnier in French.
It's
Anyways.
probably his language.
The artist I was thinking of was Popcorn. Popcorn.
What does he do?
He's a dancehall, fucking dancehall, reggaeton, I don't know. He does.
Yo, why are these halls always dancing?
Uh-oh.
Jamaican
I
rap.
got something for you, Poseidon.
Yes.
You're going to get mad. Montreal officials knew water main was vulnerable. Analysis still underway.
We've known this because they would rather build bike paths.
Well, not rather. I think they just build, but they don't have the decision. They just focus on one thing.
No, I understand, but like, anyways, our infrastructure.
Why'd you just give up on what you were saying?
Yeah, because
you
the
had so much,
sadness,
you had so
bro,
much conviction.
the sadness that he felt there that's how the mayor should feel.
Because it's this city could be so much more. It could be so much more, but we fucked it.
Yeah.
You know what
We
I think we need
fucked
more
it.
of? I think we need more casinos.
We do need more casinos, but what I love is that the real problem is, what's the real problem the government says? The real problem is not enough French.
Yeah.
That's going to change things because then
It's not gonna change anything.
instead of saying a water main burst, you're going to say "y a beaucoup d'eau,"
Peter-
and that is going to change. It's going to people are going to be like, "Oh, that's acceptable."
Anyways, that's why there was so much sadness in
your eyes,
in my eyes and in my soul.
sadness in your eyes.
Pauline
Darkness,
Marois.
my old friend.
Pauline
I
guys.
wanted to kill a cyclist today. I was
Regular
driving.
day.
Oh yeah, I was driving. Sorry, I cut you off. Sam.
No, it's fine. It's
I
fine.
wanted to hear about Paul and Waraba, but anyways.
I was driving and this fucking I did my stop and this fucking dick comes out of nowhere, no stop sign, nothing, takes the turn like this. I'm like, what the fuck? So I passed him and eventually wanted to get around me, but I didn't let him. And then he started getting mad at me.
Yeah, they're furious when they can't, wave their magic wand and do whatever they want.
Yeah.
They don't realize that you have four wheels and a fucking motor. You know what I'm saying?
And I'll get out and kill him.
It's so upsetting. No, that's the thing. I won't kill you, but I could if I want to.
Yeah.
So
what did you end
you
up
need to
doing?
understand and respect the dynamics here. Anytime a biker or a fucking pedestrian waves me, kind of gives me the old fucking, I don't know, the arm race, fuck you. It's like, hey, buddy, who do you think you are? You're lucky you're alive right now.
Yeah.
If I wanted to, if I decided that my life was over and I just wanted to kamikaze and take you out, I could.
Not even.
What do you think you? What do you?
Not even. You know what you could do?
Respect the guy with the
came out
bigger
of nowhere.
dick.
I panicked.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I didn't even
with
panic.
you. No, I'm with you. Respect the guy with the bigger dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or the bigger vehicle at this point.
It's but it
I
is
like
a
how
big
Poseidon has to
contest.
downplay. He's like, look, I know I don't have a bigger dick.
Listen, let's not get too
I like
crazy.
how Poseidon, he's just like, look, bro, we're not going to sit here and lie. All right, I'm never the guy with the bigger dick, but I've often been the man with the bigger car.
So you missed today. Sorry, we're gonna get to Pauline Marouane in a second. Sorry about this.
It's really not that interesting. It was just you were talking about French. I was going to say a story that Peter Bowen told me yesterday about her, but it's not really that. We're kind of past
Oh,
it.
okay. But I just wanted to, because he's gonna appreciate this. Today at the cafe, the wackiest shit happened.
Did they put my posters up?
No, not yet.
Okay. I'm gonna message him right now.
Okay, anyways. So I'm about to go park, and this guy, you know what he does? He parks his Ontario plated Communauto or whatever the fuck, Toyota Corolla, nose in on the opposite side right in front of the cafe.
Not
Yeah, so he's parked, but like in the opposite sense. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know exactly what you're saying, and I'm getting upset.
All the cars are pointing east, and he's pointing west, his car.
It's such a fucking Montreal immigrant conversation. Because if anyone from, hang on, but if someone from Cleveland tried tuning into this, they would have no fucking clue what you just said. You're like, bro, the guy's parking. He's facing the wrong way. He's like, yeah, bro, I understand exactly what you mean. I don't even understand what you mean. But I kind of do because I know how people here speak.
Listen here, jackass. You know, on a street, when all cars, it's going like it's a one-way street, and all cars.
No,
are,
I got it. I figured he
Yeah.
was parked the wrong way down to one way. The way you worded that was fun. Like if a person, if a person from London heard you, heard you fucking say that.
my explanation was.
Yeah, it just sounds like a Polish immigrant who just got he's parked. He's parked the wrong way. And yeah, but I understand, my friend. Like, it's more of a
That's
broad
funny.
foreign
Okay, I get it.
Anyway.
I thought, sorry, I called you jackass.
No,
Anyways,
well, it's you're not wrong. I am one.
so then what happened was I did a U-turn, and I go to him. What are you doing? And he goes, quoi?
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't even a Greek stir.
Yeah. I go to him. He goes, qu'est-ce que tu fais? It was French from France. I go, qu'est-ce
Oh,
que tu fais?
that's why. Okay, I mean, I thought it was a Greek strike.
And I
There's
go-
no way a fucking Quebecer's driving like that much of a retard.
And he goes, I'm gonna go get breakfast. I go, no, you're not. You're gonna get back in your car. You're gonna leave. He goes, why? I go, because you can't be parked like that. Why not? Well, because you can't. And he's like, okay. And he just left. I took the parking. So I taxed this parking, this random
But wait,
dude.
you know what I love is that it's good and bad the way Poseidon did it, because he goes, you can't, which he is right. It's just because society would crumble. But then when the guy goes, why? Poseidon just goes, cuz. And the guy's like, that's a good argument.
You're just intimidated by you. Honestly, if you call
To be
someone
fair,
on their
other
bullshit,
people started telling him the same thing. So he,
Yeah, because
I
that
guess-
is lunatic shit.
And then,
But then you just parked the same way. You just committed the same infraction.
no. I parked the proper way.
Oh, okay. It would have been funnier if you just did the same
No,
thing.
because I did a U-turn and came back around, and I told them from the
It
opposite.
would have
and
been
then-
funny if you did the same thing and all the people at the cafe didn't say anything because they're like, "Oh, we know you."
I get it. It would be funnier.
I actually had French guys come up to me the other day and bitch at me in their car because I tried pulling a big dick move at a red light where I don't know, I'm in a turning lane and the light turned green and I accelerated to get in front of them. And they wouldn't let me, but my nose was in, so they had no choice, right?
Yeah,
It's either-
yeah.
The great thing about having like a piece
What
of
car you
shit
drive?
Honda Civic 2009, 270,000 kilometers on it.
Yeah, you don't care.
Passenger door currently
Does not open?
inverted. Yeah, well, you got it. Yeah, with a little elbow grease. Got to take it to get fixed. So I don't care right now. I actually, dude, I was parking my car in front of my building the other day, and there was a Honda Civic behind me. And I just didn't even fucking bother looking back. I didn't hit it, but I thought if I do, it's like civic on civic crime. Like, who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying?
Whoa, civic
Say
on
that
civic
again?
crime is not the same as
I
black
didn't
on black
understand.
crime.
It's kind of, it's
What
like.
crime are you talking about?
It's society's okay with civic on civic crime, is my thinking, you know?
That's true, though.
It
It's
is
not a big,
actually.
no one gets mad. He
you
doesn't
could-
care. We both have low stakes. But, so I don't care if my car gets hit.
Oh, you hit
I-
another Civic.
I think, yeah. Yeah, the car I just said I drove at.
Now I understand.
Adam,
Now I understand.
focus, Adam, focus. So I don't give a shit if this guy hits my car. I figure he won't. So I always kind of, I always big dick them, whatever. And the guy fucking pulls up to me on Robert Brass and Randall Beck, and he's mad, okay?
Because you were close.
Well, he's mad that I cut him off, and they're trying to get me to roll the window down. They're two French guys. I don't know.
From
the
France?
Yeah, I don't know that, right? I just see two guys that are kind of incredulous, and I'm like, do I really want to do this? But I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I roll out my window. I go, yes. And they're like, qu'est-ce que tu fais là? And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not. They're clearly from France, but just I think it would annoy them more if I don't. I could speak French, but I'm not going to. So I just go, I go, what are you doing? What are you doing? They're like, I was like, do you want to flip a coin? And they're like, what are you doing? You can't like, you can't just force your way in. And I was like, well, I kind of just did. You want to flip a coin? Like to see who gets to go. And I think they were so mind blown because it's such a preposterous thing. And I literally had to show them the coin. I'm like, oh, you want to flip a coin? Call it, you know?
And what did they do?
They're just like, no, I don't want to flip a coin. There's children in the back. No, I don't want to flip a coin. Fuck you. And they just drove off.
Oh, they had their kids and they were
What
a
was
couple.
the car?
It was very satisfying. I don't know, some fucking some minivan, but it was very
Oh, it's
satisfying.
probably a rental.
Wait, hold on. A minivan with 2 dudes in the front and kids in the back. You were about to
It was
stop
a hate
crime.
crime. Yeah. Wait, or I
Those
committed
kids
a
are being
hate crime.
trafficked.
They might have been a gay couple.
Save them.
Well, they were French, so let's not go that far. Yeah,
Okay.
like Sam Adamo said, they were probably a gay couple. Yeah.
Or they were French, so it was legal.
Daddy's home. My boy is free. Adam, are you ready to spread the gospel of the Dark Knight?
Dude, I literally thought, I swear to Christ, until you said, Adam, you're a free man, I thought that was a sound effect you had of a devil going, Adam. I'd see your lips moving.
That's a devil. That's not me.
This
It's
is a
devil.
huge advantage I find. I mean, radio people too, obviously. When they put their sound effects on, it's just awesome.
But hold on. So going back to this, first of all, if only French were this uppity for the condition of their country, I think they'd be in better.
You think France?
All
would
the
be-
white
I
people
think
in France, by the way,
I
are
think
in
France
Quebec
would be
now.
in a better position.
All the white French people are here now.
Yeah, I know. They're like, fuck this.
They're all coming here, yeah.
Yeah, they got invaded, so they decided to invade here. Anyways, that's besides the point. And I want to continue on what I was talking to you about. And then at the cafe, P, you're going to appreciate this.
I'm listening to everything you're saying.
This guy leaves. I'm there smoking outside. And this other lady in a Nissan Sentra, silver Nissan Sentra with a busted left tail light, parks in front of Aphrodite
Yeah.
the same way.
What is happening?
Opposite.
This is a Greekster now?
This is a Greekster now.
There we go. That sounds like us.
And then a big Sexosaurus gets upset and he goes and confronts the lady.
Good. Yeah, he's like us. He's very confrontational.
Yeah. And it's like, and she's like, I don't understand English. Nah. And then he starts insulting her in Greek.
That's good. When someone doesn't speak a language, your retort is to insult them in the language they do understand.
So then,
It's only respectful.
and then
Yeah.
she goes, it's not long. And then what's crazy is he comes back and he's like, he was upset and shit, understandably. But what's even crazier is the person that she dropped off, because she dropped off a person, came from across the street. So she could have parked normal across the street.
Oh, yeah.
But
Dude,
she just decided to park like a retard.
it's insane that what people are doing, dude.
Like, I was in shock. And then as she was leaving, she flipped the finger to Big Sexy.
So here's the thing. Big Sexy's gonna track her down and murder
Yes,
her.
100%.
I took my nephew out. He's 21 years old. I went and I grabbed him yesterday.
Strip club?
I took him to the mall. No, in the day.
Okay.
Took him to the mall. Took him for lunch. I want to talk to him, gauge his retardation, just to see
No,
what's going.
that's fair.
Yeah. And I gauged some good stuff. He's aware that everyone's retarded.
Okay.
He's not.
You're either smart or you're not.
Yes, exactly. So I was nervous, but I tried to gauge it. He's aware that everyone's retarded. I gave him some tips in life. Anyways,
As Pantelis is telling this story, he just pulled his phone out to fucking send a Karen message to the building
Yep.
management as a fucking as
it
a drill.
destroyed us yesterday.
The
Let's
sound
hope
of
it doesn't
drilling
destroy
pierces
us.
Okay,
through
keep going.
the room again.
I'm gonna fix that one.
Anyways, he's gonna get back to his nephew in a bit.
So the nephew thing. So I take him to a restaurant. I talk with him a bit. And I started realizing that he's got a good head on. So I told him what to do. He's got to fucking just work like crazy right now. These are his years to just work like crazy. Don't get distracted by ladies and stuff. But I also let him know, like, yo, what kind of chicks you like? You like chicks? And he's like, yeah, I like chicks. And I'm like, what do we like? Blonde, brunettes? What are we going with? He's like, I prefer brunettes. And I was like, what are you?
Classic.
Boobs? You a boobs or an ass guy? What's going on here? He's like, I'm an ass guy. I'm like, me too. I'm an ass guy. High five. So if anyone was listening to that conversation, like, yo, this guy's trying to fuck this kid. It didn't look good at all.
That's funny.
But yeah, so but it was good to just talk to gauge him because he's aware. He goes, everyone's retarded. He goes, that's why I don't. And he was explaining what he finds retarded, and it's all the stuff that we find retarded. But we lived in the pre-retarded world, so I get why we find it weird. I'm surprised that he notices that it's weird.
I'm
now.
not sure what you mean by
younger-
retarded.
There's a reason why.
There's, you know how BC and before Christ and what was it, AD? BC AD?
Yeah, from the year zero.
There's PR and AR, pre-retardation and after retardation.
It's like basically, I think the woke stuff really pushed the retard stuff out of it. It's just, It's too stupid.
I think 2016, 17 is when it all really since Trump got elected.
You think that's when it just went full retard?
Yeah, it went full.
I saw it. I was in university the first year that Trump took office. I just started, and yeah, you could see,
sorry,
no, you're fine. Yeah, you could see the difference in not just worldview, like the difference in way of going about the world.
Yeah,
how you read things, how you not. I don't mean reading like reading articles. I mean like how you perceive and process things, your gauge on things, your ability to hear what is actually being said, your ability to understand people's intentions, like just totally way off, man. The thing with Trump was, I think he was always like a really, he was always like an egomaniac, and clearly that's kind of like one of the reasons why he ran for office. But to not, to not be able to see that and to say no, he's actually Hitler. It's like, well, what the fuck? Well, what leaps are you making? But the connections people were making at the time were really. We're lazy,
Yeah,
but
he drinks water, and I have it on good authority that Hitler also drank water.
But I'm in university, and I'm thinking, all right, these people have all, I was at fucking McGill, dude. It's like, it's supposed to be the top, like, school in Canada. And I was like, Christ, everyone here's dumb. Everyone here's really stupid.
Yep.
But
how are you gauging why they're stupid?
He just said
it. I just said it. Because of their inability to
process information correctly.
To take in dialogue and make sense of it.
Oh, hence this thing about being like Hitler, which is ridiculous. That was
for example.
Okay, now I understand.
For example,
you just proved his point.
Well, let's not get nasty. I mean, listen, Adam means well. Adam. Today's the day to celebrate Adam. He's off house arrest, and it's a good day. It's a good day. Adam's wearing the same shirt as yesterday.
Yeah,
it's true. Take two. Adam's.
But Adam knows how to do it. Take two.
We told him we're gonna re-record tomorrow, and he's like, okay.
No one's gonna know it's a re-recording.
Adam's dressed like we're on fucking Hollywood, and it's like, all right, same wardrobe. Fucking.
Adam dressed for the mic, just so you all know.
Yeah. Christ, dude. Yeah, I almost didn't recognize Adam in the elevator before, because he like Batman. He covered up. He had a sweater on. He was covering up his fucking
body and face.
His green fucking polo. And when he got here, it was like showtime. He changed into the superhero.
Yeah, he lives the life of Batman and Bruce Wayne. If Bruce Wayne had fellaced a woman.
Yeah. This may be the Green Goblin.
It's a very different, very different guy. I could see you being like a villain in Batman, Adam.
Yeah, 100%. The fallacious.
No. What's a real Batman villain? Like
the Riddler. Yeah. Riddle me this, Batman. Riddle me that.
Yeah, sure. The way he speaks too.
Why is there still a shit in my crack?
I think someone yesterday. Someone yesterday at an open mic was saying that Claudio Capri.
Did you get upset at that?
No.
Claudio, well, hold on. Pause,
it's a joke, right?
Pause, bro. Hold on. I have to say something, because we're all having a conversation. We're all on the show. This guy, I'm going to recreate what he's doing, because I can see him clearly in HD, because he's in front of me. We're having a conversation. He cracks a joke. Why is there shit in my crack? Haha. We're cracking up. And this guy's like...
Oh, like he's plotting.
Like, what are you thinking of? What are you doing?
All right,
I love the faces he makes. Like, I will fucking shit on all these people.
I will gladly justify the way I'm thinking and why I'm thinking. When you have a thought on your mind, listen, if we could read people's minds, we'd be multimillionaires, right? Can you understand when a thought enters my mind and you're talking at the same time? So I'm processing the thought that's in my mind, and I'm also listening to you talk. It's not unheard of.
The Riddler.
I think it's the Riddler.
But he laughs like a Joker.
Yeah. Someone yesterday said that Claudio would be the Penguin. He would be a really good Penguin. Which
he'd be a great Penguin.
Claudio Capri, who I think has been on this show before, he would be a great Penguin. I can totally see that. Yeah, I don't know. Adam, I want to. I know it's not really how we do things here, but could I send you something to pull up on the screen here? I want to have Adam watch something. I want to have Adam watch and react to something that I've been.
Okay, what do we want?
This Italian content creator that I can't stop fucking watching, dude. I'll pull it up.
What's
here.
his name?
His name is it's Luigi Laudo. Luigi Laudo, Lauro, and I'll tell you why I want to pull him up here.
Why do I feel like this is gonna be sexual?
Well, you be the judge.
Luigi Laudo. Okay, I found him. Any specific video?
If you go to his grid, the fifth one down the middle.
Oh no, I'm on his YouTube.
Okay. His Instagram might be better, but yeah, anyway.
This is clothes guys, right?
Yeah, clothes guy. I want to have Adam watch this guy. I want to see what visceral reaction he gives you.
It's gonna be an erection.
I forgot what visceral means. On the surface, no?
You got to turn the sound on.
I will. All right.
It's tough radio. I don't know. I don't want to fuck up the flow here, but I enjoy this guy. Dude, I can't stop watching this guy.
Why?
Okay.
He's compelling. I'll show you. Hang on. I'll send you a couple of videos that I'd like for you to pull up.
I know.
Trust me.
Oh, what's this?
So he's not talking. It's just music.
Oh, fuck. Hang on. No, that's...
That was Michael Jackson.
I know where
okay, I found one.
Per andare a mangiare un gelato.
Skip this one. This is one with his daughter. Skip to a few down where he's making outfits.
Ricorda, una giacca monopetto va tenuta sempre abbottonata quando siamo in piedi, ma quando ci sediamo è obbligatorio sbottonarla. Se indossiamo invece una giacca doppio petto, va sempre tenuta abbottonata quando siamo all'impiedi e anche quando siamo seduti non va mai.
Okay, so he's like a tailor. Okay, we've established who he is.
Yes.
To be fair, the best videos he makes are ones where he puts outfits together. Go down a couple, I'll tell you when... Here we go. Watch this guy, Adam.
Pantalone in cotone vita alta.
Adam, you watching this?
Yeah.
Cintura western testa di moro.
Is this you getting ready, Adam, in the morning? Is this you in your mind? How you...
Loafers bicolore.
Penny loafers.
All those two-tone penny loafers are...
Penny loafers.
Maglione in cotone dell'Ave. Lo indossi sulle spalle. Per l'orologio un Omega vintage in oro.
This guy's incredible. I can't stop fucking watching him.
In stile vintage anni 50, l'essenza del Lord Money. Look esclusivamente adatto agli uomini e non ai ragazzini.
I could do without the sweater, but apart from that, the fit was fire.
So the fits are always fire, but I like the fact that he describes his outfits and he says what he's putting on, and you know, sometimes there's no Italian word for it, so we'll put on tassel loafers and he'll go tassel loafer. Tassel loafers.
Yeah.
Someone yesterday was saying we got to get Claudio doing this. We got to get Claudio putting together outfits, going fucking shorts.
Bro, I'm so down with that.
Yeah.
Dude, we'll do it right here.
Yeah.
Sam, I know I have this tendency to interrupt people at the wrong time, but now I was going to ask you, what does visceral mean?
Just on a deep level, just a deep sensory, experience.
Well, he pays careful attention to dress codes.
I just like the idea that Claudio would go. So anyway, I'm just showing everyone.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What did you say? He pays careful attention to dress codes?
Yeah.
I mean,
That doesn't make any sense.
yeah.
Pays careful attention to what
there's a
hat,
dress
what
code.
shoes,
Poseidon, there are
how
places.
to put on your suit.
I have been
how
to the
when
mall.
keep
You
it
don't know
unbuttoned.
this, but I have been to the mall and I saw a dress code that said no shoes, no shirt, no service. I follow
Fine,
the code.
dress conventions. Is that a better word?
That is better word.
Adam, we could get you to do this as well. By the way, you almost have the same. I mean, it's like,
We already did this with him at Village de Valeur.
Yes,
putting
it was
outfits together?
amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
You've done this.
We recorded
Well,
it. Yeah.
not like this, but
Yeah.
something along
We
those
got to
lines.
get a similar dynamic of video going with Adam because you almost have the same kind of outfit together in that it's a polo, a pair of pants, and a pair of shoes. Now, obviously, he's doing it at a much higher, more elevated level.
Wow. Yeah.
But
I never thought
like
of
his
that.
belt fits him, for example. Yours does not. We've established that before the pod started. But that's Anyway, it'd be fun if we could get you to do that. I think it would be funny. But again, so he'll describe his clothes and he's like, normally it's like there's a proper term for it, like pantalone lino tabacco, like a tobacco colored linen pant. But there's this one outfit he put together the other day. I'm just gonna play it into the fucking mic here. Look at this.
Ocra e sabbia.
There's no word for it.
Combinazione a tre colori.
Adam.
Oh, he's touching. Shorts.
when he puts on shorts, he goes fucking shorts. We're elevating it here. I like to imagine Claudio doing that. I don't know. Penny loafers.
Sneakers.
Hang on.
You do his voice so good.
Okay. Ozempic. Pop it down.
Sam, I'm a little
And
confused.
you got the hand movements right too.
Yeah. Anyway.
And
I don't know.
Sam, first you're asking me what my erection is, then you're bringing Claudio Capri, so I don't really understand.
Are you jealous?
What?
Is this a message for Claudio or is it a message for me?
It's a message from my enemy.
What are you jealous? I don't know. I just
You link both of us into it. That's
I
all.
kind of, I don't know. I can imagine you both doing it. You
Adam,
both
right
have
now-
a fun cadence that might be fun to see.
Adam in
try
his
it.
head right now is thinking, we ride at dawn.
Yeah.
We what?
We ride at dawn.
Right.
Where are you gonna get replaced by Claudio?
I love Adam.
Anyways, so
Anyway, I fucking,
enjoy those videos too. I'm glad somebody else enjoys them. That's,
they're the best. I do enjoy, so I'm a little lost. I just want to take it back a couple steps here. They're drilling. Hey, every
Holy
time. Hey, listen.
shit, bro.
Every time they drill on camera, you've got video proof.
Exactly.
You've got
I
video.
have hours of video. Don't worry about
Documented
that.
proof of them being in violation of their agreement with you. So I wouldn't worry. So
Go ahead,
you
Tom.
started talking about bikers, and you went off on a full
Cyclists.
tangent about right. Thank you. Bikers are cool. Cyclists sounds
Are
a little
gay.
more. Yeah, it sounds a little gayer. You're right.
Yeah.
And you went off on a whole tangent about like people parking. I don't know. I feel like a lot of things upset you.
yes.
You know,
I run on hate and coffee.
but
With a sprinkle of racism.
yes. But just a sprinkle.
Just a sprinkle.
Just enough so it doesn't hinder.
Just
business.
enough so these Sri Lankans don't get too confident.
Just enough so you're paying attention. You're paying attention, but it's not a problem. You're observing what goes on in the world.
Yeah.
So, but it's almost like cyclists and bike paths are kind of like the central.
Because I don't like
It's
the
like the
entitlement.
but it's like the receptacle
Yes.
of most of your anger.
Yes.
It's like
Yes, 100%.
it all leads back to them
Yes,
somehow.
I'll explain to you why. Everybody has to respect the rules of the road. I try my best to be as considerate as possible to everyone. We all drive a little fast. We all drive, we all make mistakes, right? And we all, some of us, sometimes we're dicks about it. Sometimes we try to be nice about it. It's life, but we all try to manage, right? You're stuck in traffic. You're frustrated. I understand it. These guys have zero consideration for everyone else. They have zero consideration for pedestrians. They have zero consideration for other cyclists.
Are we still talking about the Sri Lankans?
No, the cyclists.
Oh, sorry.
I've seen other. I see what you did there, you bastard.
No, I had no idea. That's what I was. Where are we going?
No. I'm talking about the cyclists. I've seen other cyclists get into spats with other cyclists just because they were being dicks. They have zero consideration for drivers. Zero. They burn stop sign, burn lights, and then they think they're in the fucking right on top of it, and then they want to hit your car. I've seen them hit other people's cars, like bang it, when they were in the fucking wrong. So that's why it's because of the lack of consideration for anyone.
The bigger issue I have, I have is actually with the
Poseidon, you are correct.
The delivery Vespas, they bother me. You ever notice those little fucking delivery scooters? Those little electrical scooters that are kind of like, I don't know, those like little Yamaha Vespa type things that people deliver food on.
They annoy me a bit.
They go through alleyways. They could just their cars are so their vehicles are so they're so inconspicuous that they could just kind of cruise through like a plaza. So
here's the thing. So those normally, like if it's a regular person driving those, it'll annoy me. It's like, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
But if it's like a delivery driver, I'll be like, okay, you got a job to do. Go ahead.
For some reason it doesn't bother me that much either. Yeah, I don't know. But I agree that like most of my anger in the city, I think, can actually be. So I agree with you on this. I think most of my anger toward how the city's managed or run can kind of be encapsulated by how many cyclists are on the road and what's going on and how much we're appeasing them. And I don't know why. I feel like Montreal would be cooler if it were like Las Vegas or like Miami. They say it's like a Miami in Canada. I don't know that I necessarily agree with that.
I wouldn't say that.
I wouldn't agree. But I've heard people say,
I think Montreal
it's a party city.
Montreal right now has an identity crisis.
Yes.
That's the big problem.
They've got to be more fun. There's got to be more sex and more gambling and more.
Whoa. I think we're already overdoing it with the sex and gambling.
Yeah,
we're the most in like the country, and and it's not helping. I think what we have to do more is have people think. Be more fiscally responsible, less communism. Because right now, what our problem is, everyone here thinks that they don't need to work. The government's can take care of them. Just tax everyone who's making money to the brink of insanity. It's not working. We need to become a bit more like the real Miami, which is stop taxing people, let people work, make their money, and then they could buy whatever they want.
Yes, I want it to be sort of godless-ish because you know, when it was
Is
fun in the
gone.
50s and 60s, you know, since then has been completely bereft of the church, right? Like culturally, it's gone. They don't get married anymore. People get divorced up the ass. People don't fucking finish high school. They have kids out of wedlock. No one gives a shit about the church anymore. That's fine. Culturally, not
You
an
think
issue.
it's fine, but it looks like it's been fucking us up lately.
Well, it's
Because we switched religion. We just went to the religion. We went from church. We went to the religion of the government, of the state.
Yeah.
So now everyone just bends the knee to the
Quebec kind
state.
of likes being a nanny state, though. I remember being in French elementary school, and they there's a weird culture that exists where Quebec French people kind of like being told, and this is why I think everyone turned on Legault's press conferences every day during COVID, is they like being told what to do. Legitimately, they like being told, bon, c'est comme ça qu'on va faire ça, puis c'est comme ça, puis il faut, on va être raisonnable, puis après un certain point, là, on va. It's like they like being dictated to.
I hate that.
Yeah, but that's how they speak to you in like elementary school, dude. They're like, écoute, ici c'est en français qu'on parle, tu sais, you know, there's another way that Quebec people will speak. That French people in Quebec will speak is they'll speak matter of factly. Okay, so if you don't speak French, pardon me, I'll translate in a sec. But they'll say, tu diras à ta mère que je suis passé dans ton quartier. It's like verbatim, translated into English is, you will tell your mother that I passed by. Fuck the fuck I will.
Yeah,
tu diras à ton père que
I see what you're saying.
je suis en crise avec lui. Tu diras à ton père. It's
It's
very
not, can you tell him that I'm mad? It's you will tell him.
whether you like it or not. You will. Now again, that's a subtle
That's
thing
so
in language.
funny. I never noticed that.
Yeah, but it's
crazy, yeah.
Tu vas parler en français quand t'es ici parce que ici c'est en français. It's just again so.
You will speak in French. That's something
You
I
know,
never noticed.
You know,
I like it.
Yeah, but when you
couvre-feu.
translate it, it sounds more aggressive. But in French, for some reason, it always.
Well, again, these are the subtleties of language. The Russian language has this, which is why apparently like Russian literature is hard to translate with the to convey to the full extent what it is they're trying to say. But in any event, I do think that you're not wrong that people in Quebec, for some reason, culturally, just kind of like being dictated to. You're not wrong that there is kind of like I guess you could describe it as kind of like a. Call it a church, right? With a lowercase c. You know what I'm saying? In terms
church.
of it's a pervasive idea that is throughout. It's pervasive. I can't take you. That's ridiculous.
That's so stupid.
It's stupid. There's I'm just gonna start saying everything like Claudio now. It's funny. A church. I gotta go to church.
I gotta go to church, guys, with my loafers.
Yeah. So
My penny loafers.
I'm gonna put together a church outfit.
I don't know why they're called penny loafers. I had to put pennies in them. I want to put together a church outfit. Here's my Metallica t-shirt.
So look, man, like when you have just an idea in society that is pervasive, okay? Everyone kind of follows it. So the idea that we gotta not sin, we don't want to go to hell. That's an idea. That's gone now. Fine. So what's the new idea? I don't even fucking know. Maybe feels a little lowbrow to say it's just fucking communism, bro. But there is a ton. If you go to Mount Royal or whatever, some of the fucking weird. There's so many weird bohemian areas in the city that I didn't grow up in. I never rolled in those circles, and I didn't really realize about them until I was in CEGEP. And I realized, fuck, a lot of the city's very bohemian. Too bohemian. I think some people like that, but I don't know that those people contribute a lot to the further. I don't know the further development of the city. Truly. I do think that people like coming here. Like, I don't want the city to be a place for weirdos and freaks to come.
But it
and
is,
dress like pirates. But it is. But I think it would be cooler if we had people that want to come here and fuck. Which people do, but it's guys that want to fuck hookers. I would like it if people came here
just to have fun.
To just have more fun than and there is an underbelly of that exists, but I want it to be.
But we're not a fun
everywhere.
city. Like you said, we're a nanny state. You can't say this. I can't serve you because you're not speaking. We're a Karen city.
Pauline Marois got off a plane that Peter Bowen was unloading baggage at where he works at the airport. Peter Bowen's a very funny comic in the city. He's at third floor all the time with Pantelis. He's a great guy. He was telling me at an open mic yesterday that this is his story to tell, but whatever. I'll relay it. He was once. He didn't know who Pauline Marois was because I guess he's fucking. Which is hilarious to me, by the way. She's literally the fucking head of government in the province. He didn't know her, but he goes, "Hey, how you doing? You having a nice day?" And apparently, like, she threw him a dirty look, and everyone threw him a dirty look. Like, "What are you doing? You got to speak French to this lady." And he's like, "Oh, I didn't fucking know." The fact that that's even a thing is crazy. The fact that that's even just again,
100%
the fact that that's a cultural like expectation. You will speak to Pauline in French. It's like addressing a royal by a title.
This
You
makes
gotta
me.
courtesy.
I will
This
say
makes
one
me
thing.
not want to speak to her in French ever.
And I will tell you why it makes me feel the same way. Because she had the choice. She could give him a dirty look because he didn't speak French, which is stupid. I would have done it because he's black.
Hold on. Did this guy know?
Be honest at
Did
least.
he know who she was when he was addressing her? Or was it just around?
I like that.
Oh.
I knew where you were going from the beginning. I'm like, I like this.
Did you really think before when he was talking about cyclists? Were you really zoned out?
I zoned out and then I came back in and I was like, yo, this is
Did you really
insane.
thought he was talking
Yeah.
like
Sri Lankans, like, they don't fucking,
Well, I
they
like
don't
the-
respect anyone in the streets.
you
And I was like-
actually- I thought you were
I zoned
messaging
out.
me.
I was
He was
like-
texting his landlord.
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
fucking
For the
building.
truth. So I was
Oh,
like,
yeah, it's true.
wait, what the fuck? I didn't know.
Oh yeah, because you went from Sri Lankans to
Yeah. So I was like, I didn't know they're
cyclists.
doing-
Pete, I like
that's
I like that you let him go. You're like, I think he's wilding out here, but I want to see where he goes with this. I'll let him finish his point still.
No, Sri Lankans are chill. I like.
That's why I was like, I
Yeah.
thought they're the homies. I didn't-
Honestly, they're the chillest of the
Yeah, they're
Of the
island.
Lankans.
They're island boys. They're
The
island
Shri.
boys, dude.
of the that part of the world.
I think they're not they're not Muslim. The Bengalis are Muslim, so they're a little more intense.
The
Sri Lankan-
Pakistanis are more intense.
yeah, the Sri Lankans are very chill. They're island boys.
Indians are normally chill too.
Sri Lankans.
Some of them are. Some of them are. But India is so
Is Sri
chaotic.
Lanka an island?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Off the
Yeah.
coast of India.
It's beautiful, dude.
Oh yeah, it's true.
India is just very chaotic though. So a lot of them come here and they're the way they live their life
chaos
is
energy.
chaotic. Yeah.
Yeah.
The chaos follows them.
I mean, dude, that's a billion people, different languages, different dialects, different religions, no rules. Almost.
Different castes.
It's different caste systems. It's anarchy.
Yeah.
And then you try to translate it, it gets crazy. If you speak to Indians, so they could try to explain to you, they're defeated, and they go like, okay, let's start here.
That's why they're
And they
just
tell
like- that's why they're
it's
like that.
so complicated. It's so complicated because imagine you're in India and you have someone that he could just do whatever he wants just because he was born with a certain last name.
What castes are the Kulars from?
Ooh, Sid and
Sugar-
Sammy?
and Sammy,
Fuck,
Sugar
I never
Sammy.
asked Sammy.
I want to
That's
know.
a good question.
But the thing is, if they tell me the only castes I know, I don't know the full extent. I know if people tell me warrior class, teaching class, serving. If you tell me that, I'll understand the hierarchy. But if you tell me like a name, I'm the make something up. I won't be able to understand what that means.
By the way, fun fact about the Patels. Did you guys know?
Wait,
this
not
once?
every Patel.
There's a listen to me. There is a hotel Patel mafia.
The fact that
in
there's
North America.
Hotel Patel is amazing.
Are you
So
serious?
yes, so what happened was when the Patels came, they started buying up all these.
Sorry.
No, no.
Welcome to Hotel Patel.
No, because they
What? Hotel Patel.
It just sounds
because they started
so satisfying.
I know because what they started doing was they didn't really have a place to live, and they needed property revenues. They needed places where like it could still bring them money. So what
This
they
is the
started
first
doing.
Patels?
This is the Patels that started this. What they started doing is they started buying up these little motels in the middle of fucking nowhere. And now, you're still going to get clientele, but what they started doing is they would fire all the staff. And because they're like 15 people in the family, they would all just move into the hotel. All the work would be done by the family, but the family is living for free because
Right.
everyone that's coming to rent the hotel is paying the bills.
Sure.
So they start off like that. I watched a video on this. It's very fascinating. What they started doing is they started buying more and more.
They're just living in castles, basically, subletting like rooms in the castle.
Exactly.
The castle of
And
these
what?
people.
Yeah, they're basically lords from the 1500s.
Sure.
And basically, what they started doing is they started doing that to numerous hotels, and because they would fire all the staff and they had no overhead cost on staff. Because it was all family run and they would all just split money after or take care of each other.
That's amazing.
They've taken over the hotel industry in North America. So there's a Patel hotel mafia in North America right now, and regular hotels cannot compete with them.
Is it-
because they're a conglomerate? They've
is
turned
it-
into this giant hotel mafia.
Is it one Patel family, or is it just a bunch of families named
It's
Patel?
a bunch of Patels.
They're all independent. All the Patels are like symbiotically.
And they've all come together apparently.
Okay.
So there's a hotel Patel mafia
in Montreal too?
Patel Brotherhood.
everywhere, North America. So you remember what we saw? When we went to was it Timmins, Ontario?
Ugh, yeah.
Yeah, Indian owned.
Oh my
Remember?
God, yeah.
So they've completely taken over the hotel game.
but they're
Dude,
not
Hotel
taking.
Patel's amazing.
But they're
Let's
not.
go.
But they're not threatening like Fairmount. They're not taking over the plaza.
No.
No.
But they're
It's
gonna
not
take
like-
over the
it's not like
the
that.
Garden Inn.
Yeah, I was gonna say once they start taking over Hilton's, that's when I'm starting to sweat. Once they start climbing the corporate chain.
No, but
slowly,
they do. Apparently, they're taking
What?
over like all kinds. Yeah, they're taking over all kinds. They're buying out hotels. They're like
How long has
going
this been
nuts.
going
The
on?
Patel Hotel Hilton.
But they don't call it the Patel Hotel. They keep the name and then they keep running it. You know what I mean? Obviously,
I'd go with Patel Hotel. I want to live there
because they've been able to cut costs completely compared to other hotel.
because of slavery.
How long has this been going around?
Kind of.
Going on?
For the past 40 years, ever since I started immigrating here. Yeah, since the 80s, I would say.
Adam, is your scam detector working? What do you want to do with that?
I want to completely. No, there is a thought in my mind, and I'll share it with
Say
you.
it.
I was wondering if you were aware of the fact that CNCP may be going on strike as of this Thursday, and that's going to really fuck up our economy.
I want to know what CNCP is.
The Canadian National Canadian Pacific, the railroads.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going on strike.
Someone informed me of this yesterday, and if they do go on strike, oh wow! Are you guys aware of how much stuff gets shipped across the country?
No, I don't like
rail?
to ship things.
Well, that's a major form by which stuff gets transferred
Really?
from one place to another by rail.
Shipping.
Yes, the CNCP.
On rails?
Yes.
So there's rails and people
The
ship stuff.
railroad people are threatening to go on strike. If that happens,
The Chinese, you
the
mean?
railroad.
I mean, they
I
built
don't
the
know
railroads.
why you're laughing.
I'm not. You're laughing.
There
I
are
have a
two
straight face.
commercial. I'm not talking about passenger trains. The
Okay.
commercial train companies,
Yes.
CN and CP. That's
What kind of
they're called.
commercials they do?
I don't
CNCP
know.
sounds like a weird porno, like a porn category.
So what you're saying is the railroad company.
Their workers are threatening to go on strike.
Okay, what are they striking over?
Conditions, they're not being treated fairly. Their wages. I didn't go into detail, but I'm just giving you like a what do they call it? Like a bird's eye view of what's going on.
Right.
So my question to you is, are you okay? First of all, let's turn this into a question. Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? If these guys end up going on strike, I heard that something like $1 billion of revenue is going to be lost because a lot of shit gets loaded on the trains.
I do
agree with
appreciate,
that.
Adam, that you're reading the news and you're trying to bring important subjects
Somebody
forward.
mentioned it to me.
It's
I
gonna
never
it's gonna
looked
be
up
fine. Every time anyone goes on strike, nothing happens. It's fine. They pay them more money and they go back to work.
Now, listen to my reasoning. Let's say they do go on strike.
Listen to my reasoning.
There's not
It's
enough-
enough. It's enough. Adam. Listen to my reasoning.
Let's do a debate here.
Adam, there's no debate. Listen to my
problem.
reasoning.
No problem.
The company owners want to ship shit, so they're going to try to bend a little bit. And the people that are striking kind of want to go back to work because they're not getting full strike pay. They're getting partial strike pay. So it fucks everyone over, and they're going to come to. That's it. That's all.
If they don't, then there's going to be a problem.
Porn. Christian newborns, Christian priests.
Oh.
I thought the P was porn and CNCP.
Adam psyop. Illuminati confirmed.
Dude, you went full dark on that one.
Adam, do not. Here's what I'll tell you about them
Adam.
striking the $1 billion and the things you're worried about. You make a total of $27 a week. It is not going to affect you. It is not going to affect you the least bit. If anything,
DraftKings is still going to work.
yeah. If anything, it's going to give you an opportunity. It's going to give you an opportunity to find a job as a delivery man.
Fine. Let me
He's
do a
talking
total
like he
180.
owns
Guys,
steaks.
let me do a total 180 from
He's
what I said a
talking
few
like he's a
moments ago.
billionaire playboy.
The guy that I had a
Challenges that we could be facing down the pipeline in a week are real.
The guy that I had a conversation with yesterday was very worried. We're talking about.
Yeah, but why does that worry you?
Where were you
So I
having
was
this
just wondering
conversation?
what's
Okay,
the
why should you be worried?
Wait, hold on.
Okay,
Before we get
okay.
there, Poseidon, you
I'm
missed
gonna answer
something.
your question with
Before
another
we get there, where were you speaking to this guy?
I was speaking with a friend of mine. At his
Yeah,
home.
where? At his home.
At home, yes.
Okay, what does he do?
He's retired.
Why was he worried then?
Okay. Let me answer this question, your question, with this question. Do people worry about world level issues and nationwide issues like that one?
This
I
is
don't
not a
know.
world level issue. This
And
isn't
then
even
I
a real
corrected
country.
myself. I said and nationwide issues.
Okay. Yeah,
There are thousands and thousands of miles that that CNCP covers, that our railroad companies cover.
Okay.
This is what he said, so I don't want to go too deep. He told me, Adam, you better be worried. I said, why should I? Okay, how does that affect me? Because food prices are going to go up. You can't bring stuff from BC to here. You can't bring food. There's a nationwide network. And I said, what about planes? What about trucks? He said they only concern
You
themselves
gotta
with
worry,
10% of the load.
Adam. You gotta worry about getting your own house in order.
Yeah.
Before you start worrying about the macro world.
I said it in a very general form. Are the people in this room worried? It seems they're not.
not at all.
They're not. Fine.
Don't
be
worry
honest,
about it.
to be
So
honest,
your attitude and his were completely
To
different.
be honest, just because you brought it up, I hope they don't get. Just
Yeah,
because you brought it
I
up.
hope they go on strike for so long that this becomes an official third world country.
Yeah.
Mad Max style. We
Yeah.
just have a black market delivery guys carrying shit from state to state.
Yeah, from province to province.
Yeah.
That would make a lot of money, though.
Yeah, you'd make some bank.
Especially if you don't mind driving places for no reason.
And also,
Imagine if you have reason to drive places. Adam would be the best delivery driver this country's ever seen.
Adam, you know what's going to happen? This is what people don't understand. Do you know what's going to happen if those companies just can't rectify the situation?
Well, I'm listening. Go ahead.
I will tell you what's going to happen. Private companies like Amazon will just take over. Amazon's going to be like, don't worry, give us 3 weeks. We're sending our fleet there of trucks. They arrive on boats in BC. We're taking them across the country.
Yep.
That's what happens. So you want to play this communist shit? Play it. But what's going to happen is capitalism is going to win. Not you. I'm talking about in general. You want to play that shit? Capitalism is going to win. And then you're gonna see
Amazon. Who else? There's a bunch of other
all kinds of companies could just step in and be like, even Indopac, all the truck drivers here, they could just step in and be like, we'll take the load.
And it's a business that's in full expansion, huh?
Yeah.
It's a business like transporting stuff.
Yeah, because people keep ordering shit.
Exactly, and
Look, okay,
it's only going to get bigger.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take an extra day or something because it won't go by. But also, train isn't that much faster than the highways. Like for carrying shit, it's not that big of a deal for us. You're not going to notice. You might notice a day delay.
Not even. You might notice a few more trucks on the road. That's it.
That's going to infuriate me. That's the one thing I was just thinking is if
On the
there's more
highways.
18-wheelers on the highways, that's actually bad for the country right there.
It is. I'm not saying it's good.
The highways need to be open. We got to have fucking 0 18-wheelers on the roads.
This should be a highway just for deliveries.
Absolutely. No.
You know, how come they haven't invested in like helicopter deliveries?
No, dude, helicopters. You know how much shit weighs a lot, bro.
I know, but the military does this with these gigantic helicopters.
Yeah, once in a while, bro. You know how much that costs?
Are you
to
serious?
gas them up.
You have any idea how hard it is to fucking land a helicopter?
Yeah, dude, this is what you're saying is insane.
You come in, you drop the container, bro.
You're gonna
That's
land it on the
insane,
fucking
bro. You play
rooftop
too many
deck
video
of-
games.
No.
You play too many video games.
Yeah.
One helicopter that just services what? The entire city, or you have multiple choppers in the sky
I don't know. Instead of having 2,000 trucks on the road, we have 500 helicopters.
You know what 500 helicopters would look like?
Yeah, you need more than 500 helicopters because one helicopter can't carry what one truck does.
Yeah, they could.
No, they can't.
No, the big helicopters.
No, they can't.
Yeah, they can.
No, they can't.
Yeah, the big boy helicopters.
They can't carry as much as
They
a
carry
truck.
tanks. Yeah,
They
yeah.
can, but not alone.
Yeah, have you seen the massive helicopters?
Just one tank
Just
alone.
one. There's helicopters that are made
But
specifically.
then how is that going to work if you're carrying that much of a load? Let's say the load of a tank, one helicopter. There's 500 of these on like what iron ropes flying through the city. What are you talking about, bro?
No, flying around the city.
Then how are you delivering stuff?
Hey, then you drop it in, then you trucks.
So we're going back to the trucks. We're just wasting money.
Instead of having so many trucks on the interstate and it takes so much time, we could have it in half the time.
Bro, one mistake, one thing breaks, bro. Containers are falling from the fucking sky.
Hang on a second.
Why not?
That's insane, bro. That's bombs dropping.
Poseidon, this is you on 7 hours of sleep? This is you on 7 hours of sleep?
This is prime Poseidon.
Poseidon. What you're saying is you need more choppers in the sky.
Yes.
So that there are fewer 18-wheelers on the interstate.
Yeah.
So going from like fucking region to region here, we're talking, you need choppers in the sky is what you're suggesting.
Yeah.
You're aware the choppers are like for avoiding traffic in like a local, it's to move around Los Angeles. We have planes that go from Montreal to Toronto that take
Choppers.
Come on.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Just get fucking planes.
Cargo ships. Cargo
No, but let's say from the Amazon warehouse, bro, you have all these boxes.
Buddy.
We just have the helicopter.
That's not what you said. You said we're getting them off the interstate.
I cannot wait for one day Poseidon to run for office. And people are like, yo, this is going to cost us money. This is crazy.
Vote for Poseidon.
A vote for me is a vote for extinction.
Are you in charge of the 5.5 this week? Is it you who?
No, he is.
Oh, yeah, we got to bring this up. Can you give me the list?
What is it? What do we got?
You
Do
haven't even
we
handled
have
the
time
list.
for one more subject or not?
No, we don't. Shut up.
What are we even doing here?
What is the subject?
It's something that Poseidon mentioned. It's
Poseidon.
about a guy. There's a YouTube video with a guy named Andrew from Toronto. 2 of his SUVs were stolen, and he put that Apple tag, whatever Apple has. They found the car in Ghana or somewhere in some foreign. My question is am I right or wrong when saying that is totally wrong of the government? It's like, what the fuck? 2 of his $80,000 vehicles have been stolen.
I'm gonna kill him. I may actually kill him today.
Why? Because it had no.
Sam, what do you think? A guy's SUV gets pinged. They picked up in another country. Is our government gonna help?
Adam. Stop worrying about the world at large. Clean your room.
He brought it to
Focus.
our-
This week's top 5.5 ways to become famous. Which kind of feels similar to ways to make a name for yourself. I feel like he's mulching on the same shit over and over. But what are you gonna do? Number 5. Okay, this is weird because
list, I swear to God, is number 5, number 4, 3, 2, 1, and then a half. The first number 5.
Been drunk.
How did regular Joes like me become famous names on the podcast industry? How did they?
By committing crimes.
How was that a list item?
Well, no, it was supposed to be the general context.
Adam, do you think you're famous?
All right, second number 5. Go to various comedy shows and volunteer to perform stand-up comedy.
Okay, guys, it wasn't really all that fun. I was just told, hey, make a list, and I was stuck on ideas, so it's better to have something than nothing.
You're the Schindler of podcasting.
Adam, do you think you're famous?
He is.
He's more infamous than famous.
You would have to tell me the definition of famous.
Oh,
you
shut the fuck
You
up.
just wrote a whole list about it.
No,
I can't. Do I have a comedy show? No, I'm not.
No, it's a person of fame and notoriety.
No.
Okay.
You said you are, though.
You,
I was alluding to the
you
fact
like
that
this a little bit,
that's
don't you?
that
You have
people can
repeatedly
take.
said on this podcast, since I'm so famous right now,
That is true.
you have repeatedly said those words have come out of your mouth at least a dozen times.
In his defense, he does get recognized a lot.
Do you think Adam yesterday was talking about how
but
he
there's
wants to
difference
try to
between popular and being recognized
Yeah.
than actual fame, like actual
But
fame.
he's known, is what he's saying.
No,
so
but
he
I'm-
does
yeah.
have some notoriety.
I want to get into his mind here for a second here, if I could. Not to
No
speak about
problem.
you in the third person, but
No problem.
I'll just mind the kids and then get further into his mind.
Adam yesterday was telling us about a plan of his. He was hatching to go to the States
Yeah.
and cross the
God.
border. And he was like, I don't know if we should. I gotta really worry. Yeah, I gotta be very, very concerned about this. I gotta be very, very careful about how I go about this. Do you think you're gonna get recognized at the border? How famous do you think you are? You were like, oh, you best not talk about it on the podcast. People might listen.
Yeah, it was more of the idea of certain things should be kept private. That's all. As a matter of principle,
Yo,
fame or not,
speaking
not famous.
speaking of getting recognized, the other day I was driving on JT, and there were these dudes in like a work van to the left of me, and one guy turns around and he goes, "It's Poseidon," and the other guys turned around, and I drove off. I'm like,
I got recognized at the mall yesterday with my nephew.
"Oh yeah."
Yeah.
The only time I've ever been recognized for my podcast was at an Italian restaurant at my girlfriend's birthday in October. Doesn't matter what, it gives a shit. I was in the bathroom and some guy.
You said that on one of your podcasts.
Yes.
You were at the bathroom and some guy.
Some guy was gonna go fucking. I thought he was gonna bang his girlfriend in the stall. He turns to me and he goes, "Bro, I seen you. You at the podcast. I seen you on TikTok. You want a little streesh?" He offered me coke. That's the only time I ever
I
recognized
remember
him.
it on the
fun.
podcast.
I was like, "Fuck, this is who listens to me. Fuck."
That's your demographic. He's like, you want some streets before I fuck this bitch?
Devastating, dude. Devastating. I think I'm bringing light to like important issues. That's who fucking.
You want to laugh? I was on the phone with my insurance company, and the lady on the other, she goes, "Your voice tells me something." I go,
That you're retarded?
I go, she goes, "No, your voice is familiar. My voice is familiar." Like, what do you mean? She goes, "Like, I heard that voice somewhere."
Uh-oh.
Like, you know me?
Do you think she was flirting with you?
Or do you, no. Or do you, let's not go that far. And then I started telling her on the podcast, she goes, "Poseidon." And I go,
Stop,
I started
stop.
on. I'm like, what? I said, what? And she was like, "Holy shit, I didn't know this was your name."
Would have been funnier if she was like, "Oh yeah, I recognize your voice. I thought you were a lot taller and thinner. You sounded a lot. I don't know."
On the radio.
Adam, I don't know what we're getting at here. Okay.
Adam, number 4.
Do comedy.
Get recruited by the intellectuals. That's how you become
Are
famous.
you living the dream? Is everything you're fucking doing right now? Like, are you on the path to
This whole
Are you
list
on the war path to just becoming a famous
It's
person?
just how much he loves his life, and he's inching towards infamy, and he's ready to become president of entertainment of Canada.
Good God.
He's Beetlejuice 2.0.
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you at the beginning, I said, I don't know how good quality this list is. You guys are going to have to help me
The
with
list
it,
may
but-
not be of quality, but you, sir, are even less quality.
Punch above your weight.
Number 3, start your own podcast and consult Pantelis for help on how to run it technically.
Crazy. This is crazy.
This list is a series of
All you
retarded
ever do on this show, dude, the whole point of the fucking show is to come up with like superlatives that get people thinking. Every week, all you do is you just fucking hammer one theme home and you find different ways to spin zone it. It's ridiculous.
You're my witness.
Poseidon, you gotta
I
take
want
back
it.
the list
I
next
want
week.
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Number 2, commit crimes and talk about it every week on a podcast.
Number 2, go to acting and or theater school.
It's also a fast track way to be broke, Adam. Not necessarily famous.
There's a lot of scam schools. Poseidon learned about it because he's taking. By the way, I will say this on the podcast, so we have it on the record. Poseidon, whose dream is to be an actor, has been practicing more and more. He's done more self-tapes and stuff. The last little bits that I've seen him do it, there's a exponential improvement in how good of an actor this fat son of a bitch has become.
And do you think that's because of acting school, or do you think
No,
that's
I think
because
it's
you're just
practice.
channeled in?
I don't know. Every time I see myself, I feel like vomiting. So I don't
No,
know.
I think it's practice. I think it's because he's done it so much. It is noticeable. Like when he first started, it's a guy trying to act. And now you'll see his self-tapes and you're like, oh, it's an actor sending out auditions.
That's good.
Yeah.
But
you think that for real? Or
I
you're
think
just fucking with me.
I wouldn't fuck with you. I wouldn't say it. If I fuck with you, I'd do it, but I wouldn't tell publicly that you're good at something. I would make fun of you.
Okay.
But yeah, he's for real. And because he's so unique with the way he looks and shit, it's going to take him one role that fits him to break out as that typecast actor.
You need one role as a crooked jeweler, and you're set.
And he's set.
Yeah.
For real. Because he no one's going to be able to match it.
Are you able to switch codes and turn off the Montreal?
Yeah.
Can you do it for me right now? For fun?
Right now.
If I were to ask you to read something, or to ask you to read the fucking Declaration of Independence.
Sure. Look, I mean, we could try.
All right.
I mean, at work, I've been told by Americans I have a very neutral accent.
You definitely don't have a continental North American accent.
Yeah.
I mean, but hang on.
All right, put something to
What do you want me to bring up?
Yeah, bring anything up.
Here we go. Just read the first, I don't know. Just read the sentence about the Declaration of Independence on Wikipedia. Read it aloud. In your most,
No, for real.
Okay.
I don't mean to use you like a circus monkey here, but I want to see if you have it in you. I want to test your acting skills.
The Declaration of Independence, formerly titled the Unanimous Declaration of the 13 United States of America in both the engrossed version and the original printing, is the founding document of the United States. On July 4th, 1776, it was adopted unanimously by the 56 delegates to the Second Continental Congress who convened at the Pennsylvania State House, later renamed Independence Hall, in the colonial era capital of Philadelphia.
I love when Montreal immigrant guys try to put on the proper fucking. It's so funny, dude. There's this one guy I know from the East End.
bad, huh?
Well, you know, it's okay. You're you. It's fine. You're still
but
you.
it should have Poseidon. This is how he meant for you to read it. The Declaration of Independence, formerly titled the Unanimous Declaration of the 13 United States of America in both the engrossed version and the original printing, is the founding document of the United States.
Also, you have that kind of like reading voice.
On the 4th of July, 1776, it was adopted unanimously by the 56 delegates to the Second Continental Congress, who convened at the Pennsylvania State House, later renamed Independence Hall, in the colonial era capital of Philadelphia.
You guys might have to roll back in the tape here, but I think you guys both struggle with continental.
Yeah.
It's maybe a Greek
Continental.
thing. You just go, continental.
No, I read too fast. Continental.
You both.
I say continental.
No, it's a. I hear you.
The Declaration explains to the world why the 13 colonies regarded themselves as independent sovereign states no longer subject to British colonial rule.
When I hear you say continental, I just hear a Greek guy saying Constantinople.
Constantinople, bro.
No, but
what are we taking it back?
It's very hard though, dude. It's very hard to turn it off, man. It's so much. Sometimes when I'm talking to my girlfriend, dude, in the car, I just realize it's so much easier if I fucking just give it to her, and I just go, what the fuck you want me to? What the fuck do I know? Like, it's so much easier.
You have to turn it off, though.
You have to. You absolutely need to turn it off.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, good for you, man. I think acting school's a scam, though. You know.
No, acting school's a scam, but he learned a lot.
I mean, look, here's
how to
the thing.
avoid
It's
the
not.
scams.
It's not
Doesn't
math.
it
You know,
depend
it's
what
not
kind of
math.
school it is?
The practice, dude, forget it. You got a
you
lot of
have it.
practice.
You have it or you don't.
Here's the thing. You have it or you don't. I'm with you. I told him the thing, but he, out of it, it was the only place because there's nowhere else to practice. Let's say.
It's the only place where they're scouting you either.
So he practiced with people to the point where he became more comfortable turning it on and off.
And I haven't even practiced that much, by the way.
So
I wanna get more into it. I think you guys are like are adding a bit too much sauce. I don't think I'm that good.
What do you mean? As an actor?
I don't think I've gotten that good.
You look like Sean Connery right now, dude. dude. You got a linen fucking shirt. All we're missing is a cigarette. Bro, this is him right now. He's got.
Yes, you have. There's a huge difference. Yes, you have.
I think I haven't done enough. I think
but no one said. But you're saying stuff no one said. Someone's like, "Hey, you're a good actor." You're like, "Listen, bro, my dick's not that big." But no one said that. No one said you're at the peak
You're
of
literally,
acting.
bro. You love that. You love that he's fucking pumping your tires right. I do. Your body language there was fucking Brando on the island in Tahiti, dude. Did you see him, dude? He's fucking got his arms splayed like this, legs apart, and he's like, I don't really think I'm all that great. I think I've got a long way to go.
No.
It's fucking. You're like giving an interview on the fucking Tonight Show in the
Number
70s.
one.
I don't see it. Hold on. I don't see it because like every time I watch a self tape, I agree.
Yeah, because you're in it. But just get your face out of it. Pretend like it's a different face. Pretend it's a regular human being.
Okay, so acting school,
Hold on.
maybe.
Number
potentially.
one, like Adam, be a person that through his personality that represents the source of comedy gold. What sentence? What is that supposed to fucking mean? Are you retarded?
What the fuck was that?
I like this. No, but hang on. We're actually getting a really interesting, because except for the last one, but go to acting school, which is not really funny or compelling. Hang on. It's not really funny or compelling, but it's accurate at least. We've established that it could work, maybe, kind of. We sort of established that. Every other fucking thing on this list, Adam, hang on. Every other thing on this list has, I think, pulled a layer back in revealing the mind of Adam.
Yes, you're right.
We're realizing how Adam actually has, I think, very high self-worth. I think you deserve big things. I think that's why you tend to try to cut corners all the time. I think you think you're smarter than you are. I think you're always trying to fucking find little scams and stuff. And I think you have a real man. For you to say you got to be famous like I am, you just got to be comedy gold. You have it or you don't.
You hit the nail on the head.
It's a
I could tell from
crazy
his
thing to
facial
say.
expressions. Yeah.
Did your mother coddle you a little bit?
I'd like to
Did your
give you
mother
some
coddle
backing.
you? Did your mother were you the golden child?
Are you the youngest?
Could you do no
Hold on.
wrong?
Are you the youngest?
Could you do no
I have
wrong?
one
as a
sister.
kid?
But
She older than you?
Yes, I'm the youngest.
Plus, he's a boy.
Oh, Adam, you
And
fucking.
the older sister, so that means the older sister got the attention from El Papa. And then since the mama only had the young boy.
We're making leaps now. But anyway, Adam, okay. I think. So basically, what you're saying here is, I like what the theme is here, because the theme is basically being famous is really hard. Not everyone could be famous like me. Not everyone can do it.
Let me tell you my rendition.
It involves Pantelis. It involves the Intellectuals podcast. It involves.
I actually have to
being
give a
president
lot
of
of
the United States.
I got to give a lot of credit to Guido because he brought me in and said I haven't changed since I was in high school. I haven't changed in his opinion since I was in high school. That's why he kind of discerned Adam would be perfect for the show.
Nice. Well,
Never took a single acting course my entire life.
Guido was tired of getting bullied on the show, and he said, "You know what would be perfect? This guy."
So remember we talked about Guido's brother received a dog as a form of payment.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying my best to get, because he messaged me, and I'm trying to get the dog not killed or euthanized or neglected.
Yeah.
So finally, there's another woman that just reached out and she's like, "Hey, Pantelis, I saw the post. Can you give me more details?" So this is exactly what I just sent her. I said, "Look, it is a 15-month-old German Shepherd given to a moron as a form of payment. The man cannot handle this dog as he is an absolute moron. The dog will either die of neglect or given to the SPCA. I'm trying to find a home for the poor dog so it doesn't get killed." That's the truth.
Who did you send that to?
It's a good pitch.
This lady called Veronique. She has a picture of a dog.
Oh, okay. So I thought you were okay.
So be it known, live on the pod, if you're listening to this and you're in the Montreal area and you like German Shepherds, there's a competition for this motherfucker. So
Yeah,
if you
there's
want
a few
one,
people now.
act
All I want to do
Act
is
now.
get him into a good home. People who like dogs, because I feel bad that this guy is gonna.
How devastating would it be if that dog gets out too and he comes in here once in a while because you guys saved his life and he hates fucking Poseidon also?
And it's just Germans. But I've noticed it's German Shepherds don't like me.
It's not just the shepherds.
And the half. Get some broadcast experience by appearing on radio or TV shows.
This is the worst advice you could ever give to anyone
This
ever.
is insane.
If you had like a nephew who's like, "Uncle Adam,
How do
how do I become famous?" and you gave him this list.
Do you know what this is like? It's like someone
such
saying,
a piece of
"Hey,
shit list."
how can I afford to go on vacation?" And he goes, and his advice. I have advice for you. It's become rich.
Have a trust fund.
That's not advice.
Are you homeless? Just be not homeless.
Yeah, that's
Just buy a home.
Adam, you.
So look, I'll try my best to connect the dots in a logical way.
That's never happened.
In one breath, I could say, well, in order to become famous, you have to go to acting school, you have to do auditions, da-da-da. And another breath, I'm saying we have this guy named
could
Adam
just
who's never
cut all-
taken any acting
cut all the
courses, and
corners.
look where he stands.
You're just
So
a
are
natural
you
born
saying?
talent.
Hold on. Are you saying you're acting during these shows, during these podcasts?
You're not a real person.
You're not a real person. You're not being yourself.
He's saying,
extent.
he's saying, look at me now, bitch.
He's an exaggerated version of himself.
No, I think you're actually trying to hide constantly the real you on this
That's
spot. I think
it.
that's why you
Yeah.
try to walk everything back.
Yeah.
I think there's deep shame in a lot of the things that we uncover, and I think you kind of
At
just.
the end of the day,
That's what I think. But could only be you, I guess.
Riddle
right?
me this,
But I don't-
Poseidon.
I can so see that. I can so see that. Batman. Poseidon, tell me. Yeah, I could see him being like a little catty.
Tell me
Adam, you
if
have a bit
I
of a-
win tickets to fly from Toronto to Montreal, but I am in Montreal. What do I do?
I think.
I suck dick all the way to Toronto so I can fly back on that
Really
free flight
this-
to Montreal.
riddle me this. If I live in Montreal, but I want to fly from Toronto to Montreal for no reason, why do you think I'm going to Toronto? Do you think there's an ulterior motive? Yes or no? Riddle me this.
God,
Oi, oi, oi. Falash. Falash. Adam could only be you. But you don't need me to tell you that because you think you know that you're the shit. You think you're the shit. It's great.
He's the modern day
crazy,
Shakespeare.
Yeah.
You know, Shakespeare was like, what was it? To
be or not to be, or
to be or not to be him. It's to fellation or not to fellation.
It's a constant battle that he's always.
That is the erection that I will fellate.
And instead of holding a skull, he's holding a dildo.
No, he's more of a ball guy.
Yeah.
Adam, are you more balls or cock?
I don't think about that, so I'm not going to answer.
Makes no difference there.
That was a weird. That was a weird.
Separate the balls from the cock.
That was a weird answer.
I don't
know.
discriminate. I love it all. I love it all.
Since I've praised you in person, I'm also going to praise you on this show. I like Sam
That's
because
still in
he's
person.
a logical person, and I'm going to benefit from him. I know in the past I've had trouble expressing myself. So I've been a little bit on the illogical side. I'm going to see if I can draw from the way Sam thinks to make a current thought pattern for myself.
Go ahead.
That's all I want to say.
So you said, listen, I'm going to thank you right now. Get ready for this. It's going to be a good thank you. I get to thank you because I thank you before, but I'm going to thank you. This is going to be good. It's going to be awesome. That is all.
Adam, thank you. I will ask you one thing. If ever anyone asks you who your inspiration in life is, please don't say you derive inspiration from me.
You know,
I knew you were going to say that.
If you're fucking up or doing something wrong, if you're at a truck stop and they say, "Who inspires you?" Don't say this, man.
I just discovered what Adam is. You know how in the Matrix, the movies, there's like apparently there's like a plant by the Matrix itself, by the robots.
Yeah.
And it's like a bugger. That's what Adam is. Adam he's a
The system sent him here.
yes. The system put him. The system
To test your resolve.
introduced him just to fuck shit up. But he thinks like I don't know how to explain it properly, but like
Look, most importantly, Adam,
Yes.
intellectuals out.